Something amazing I've experienced at Jesus Culture. I would have to say last year, there's always like lots and lots of cool stuff that happens, testimonies, people getting healed, people experiencing worship like they've never experienced it before. But my favorite to date, it was last year when Linda did her encounter session, and the entire auditorium just like laid out and sat there and just opened up to an encounter with the Lord. And it was like heaven literally opened in that moment. And I just remember being on stage and seeing like this like whirlwind above the convention center, just like opening up. And there was even people that walked in afterwards on stage and were like, what happened in here today? What did you guys do? And we were telling them the encounters. And I just think that that is totally what is burning on our heart right now. So that was, for me, one of the most amazing things that I've ever experienced, was just all those kids being swept away in that. My passion is to come to a place in worship, not just as a worship leader, but as a people, to where we are in a constant encounter, like a constant conversation with the Lord, where we don't even need to use songs necessarily, but it's a connection of the heart, and we live in that. So it's not just a place or a time that we do, but we actually live in that, so that no matter what we touch, no matter what we say, no matter where we go, that encounter is constantly flowing through us. And I just think I am burning to see a generation that is laid down for worship, and that is laid down for a lifestyle of worship in every aspect. An encounter that I had a couple years ago, that really kind of was a definite mark for me, like as far as the shift in my worship leading. I hadn't been leading worship for very long at that point. And I just remember being with the Lord and asking him, God, just speak to me, just speak to me. And I remember seeing him in this like total hippie outfit. And he's like dancing around, and I just kept asking him, Lord, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he just kind of giggled and was just looking at me and just kept dancing and dancing. And so I was just sitting there like, all right, I'm just going to soak up this moment. This is just, I'm just going to enjoy Jesus. And he looks at me really serious and he's like, hey, it's all about the love. And he does this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. So I like almost died laughing, and I'm like, Lord, I know, but what else? Like, it's all about the love. What are you trying to say? And he's like, it's all about the love. And he just kept doing that. And I just, after that moment, it was like it just stuck in my head and in my heart. And I know that if we can't encounter the true love of God, then we can't really encounter him and what he has for us. And so I think that has just kind of been in the back of my brain, just stuck there. Every time I lead worship, I feel like I just sing about love, and that I never sing about anything else. But I think he's okay with that, because he said it's all about the love.